What's up, everyone? I am coming to you live from Las Vegas, and I just wanted to chat with you guys about a few things. Got quite a few comments on my post about if I go live, what do you want me to talk about? So I have a bunch of random topics. Do you like my shirt? Say perhaps. It's a plant, you guys. Let's be real about that for a second. That's why I wear this, to make people wonder what I mean. Welcome. Hey, Dawn and Cheryl, Kim, Brooke, Diana. What's up, you guys? All right, so I'm going to talk a little bit about the coffee, but you guys have crazy questions, so we have to talk to lots of people to find all the answers out. So we are still working on that. Josh and I don't brew the coffee in our house, otherwise I could just answer it. But I do know it comes from Central America, Latin America, Arabica beans, medium roast, organic. It's organic. So let's just talk about that for a second. If you go to Starbucks, you're not getting organic coffee. You're getting pesticide coffee, GMO sprayed, all that junk. When you go get coffee at a restaurant, it's not organic coffee. If you guys ever drank coffee at a restaurant before? Okay, I have. Or creamers. Usually, 9 times out of 10, not organic. So the fact that we have instant coffee that's organic and gluten-free is just crazy already. Because I remember when I was in Africa and I was drinking the instant coffee every day, that's really like all they had there in the hotel. I had a migraine every day and I was like, what is going on? I'm eating gluten-free. Check the back and it's not gluten-free on the coffee. So our coffee is gluten-free. So if you have gluten issues or you can't do wheat or barley or rye or anything like that, my doctor told me that if you have any sort of autoimmune disorder whatsoever, to stay away from gluten. Just wreaks havoc on the gut. So the fact that we've got coffee that is good, that's like amazing in itself. The other thing is creamers. There's a lot of sugary, fattening creamers out there. Have you ever read the nutrition facts on creamers before? Do you guys read the nutrition facts on anything that we sell? I don't know how some of you guys grocery shop. It must take forever. Where is it sourced? Okay. I can tell you that we have the best of the best ingredients, and we do outsource the coconuts from overseas because nobody's growing coconuts in the United States. But that's the only thing. So anyway, that's about the coffee. Somebody asked how many cups a day for weight management. 1 cup a day. You could do 2. If you're taking the 500 milligrams, a cup of coffee equals 1 serving of the 500 milligrams. So if you're doing more than that, then you can drink more if you want. So you guys want me to talk about Canada and Australia? I can't yet because we can't tell you our plans while we're in the middle of our plans because it ends up on the news. So we can't talk about it yet. But I can tell you that we do have plans and that they are in the works. But again, it's going through proper channels. It's making sure everything is A-okay so that we can do things properly. I know you see other companies there. They're doing it illegally. I'll just be the first to say. They don't have licenses. They are not going through any government channels. We are. So that's why it's taking us a little longer. We're doing it the right way. So be patient with us there. Once everything's set up, it's going to be beautiful. So just wait for that. Okay, what else? Oh, some of you guys said, so are you actually retired or are you not? So I retired or resigned, I guess, as an affiliate. So I'm not building one team anymore, and giving my attention to just one specific group of people. Now I'm the chief marketing officer, so it's kind of the same job, except I work with all the teams, do training for any team that needs help, just field relations, that kind of thing. So just clarify that. I'm not going on stage anymore. No more awards. I'm not going to hit master affiliate. So whoever hits that, you will be the first for sure. What else? I wrote all these down. You guys wanted me to talk about being pregnant. This was the hardest secret to keep for sure. And I'll just tell you, when we found out, I thought I was like coming down with something. I was like, oh my God, like I feel like crap. What is going on? Maybe I need more CBD, you know? And I was like, you know, just not feeling good. Just felt completely different. I felt weird. And I went out to dinner with my parents, came home, and I was telling my friend, and I'm like, something's up. She's like, take a pregnancy test. I'm like, there's no way. You guys, I took 3 in a row, and it was like positive, positive, positive. And I'm like, oh my God. Ah. I screamed, and then I was like, Josh. I was like, I'm pregnant. He's like, what are we going to do? I'm like, what are you going to do? You did this to me. So that was crazy. Raina says, are we going to be on Fox News tonight? I don't know. That would be cool. Hopefully they say good things about us. I'm not sure. But no, but back to being pregnant. We were so excited. And of course, our first reaction was like, I hope it's a girl, because otherwise we're going to have Nerf wars in the house for days. My 2 boys are already like crazy competitive. Just to put it into perspective, their beds are side by side in their room, and one's a Giants fan and one's a Dodgers fan. So they like hate each other. One's the Lakers fan, the other's Warriors. So it's constant rivalry all day long. So I'm like, I just want a girl where I can just like color, do like nice things, calm stuff, you know, for once. So baby names, there's only one name that we have agreed to like. My dad actually came up with it. Do you guys want to hear it? Should I say it already? What if I change my mind? So don't quote me on this, because I have a lot of time left. Only 12 weeks pregnant. So I've got some time to change my mind. But the name that we are most in favor of, I should say, is Zoe Jane, because it's like Jay-Z but backwards. Zoe Jane Zwagil. Also, we like ZZ for ZZ Top, obviously. So hopefully you guys like that. I like short names. I had a really long name growing up, and I hated it. It's like 28 letters. So all my kids have short names. Evan, Troy, and maybe Zoe. We'll see. Anyway, getting on to your next questions. Why to be confident in this business? Somebody asked that. How to separate ourselves from the rest. Okay, if you guys were at our convention, I feel like I don't even need to answer this question. If you're not at our convention, then you need to get ready for the next one. We're already starting to plan it. Bigger, better. We need to accommodate probably 10,000 people or so. Like, it's going to be outrageous for sure. But why to be confident in this business? For lots of reasons. We are doing things completely differently than everybody else. We're not just sourcing CBD from overseas and then mixing other ingredients and then trying to sell it for marketing purposes. We're not making up new words like marketing terminology, nano oil. We're not doing anything like that. We're not making stuff up. We have the very much, I would say, the purest product out there that has 3 ingredients. If that, the natural 2, right? It's not a flavor. It's just without peppermint. And you guys want to know about the cinnamon and where it comes from and all that. I'll get that to you once I have that information. But I can tell you we use natural ingredients in our products and organic. The reason why there's no organic seal on our CBD products, though, is because that certification doesn't exist yet. There is no certification for organic CBD. It doesn't exist. So if you see that on a bottle, just know that they haven't regulated labels much yet, but they will. And we're trying to stay ahead of the curve by being ultra compliant. There's a lot of people that, or not people, but companies that just put whatever they want on their labels and they're getting away with it. But when you're only shipping 7 to 10 orders a month, you can get away with it. When you're doing it like HempWorks, we're shipping hundreds of thousands of orders. We play by the book for sure. So how to be confident, or why to be confident? Well, for one, we are doing things by the book. We are staying compliant. We have a whole compliance department that monitors everything that's going out there and keeps the internet and our marketing clean. But not just that. I believe our product is superior. And not just that, if you went to the event, you would know that we have a team of affiliates that are all in on this movement. Our affiliates are what separates us from the rest. I mean, hands down, yes, there are other CBD companies out there that are not doing network marketing, and they don't really have a relationship with their customers. Whereas we are building relationships with everyday people. We're educating people. One of the biggest companies, I think we are the biggest, actually, biggest CBD company that's educating their customers and their affiliates. It's just completely different vibe out there. I've said this on my post, and I'm going to say it again because I think it's really powerful. Network marketing is the underground society for corporate America. It's like the escape plan. It's the underground railroad, you know, how to get out of society. Network marketing is the underground society for corporate America. But My Daily Choice is the underground society for network marketing. And if you've been in this industry for long enough, you know what that means. You know what that means. I can't stand up for the entire network marketing industry, but I can stand up for our company because I know we do things differently. So that's what separates us from the rest. Literally, the people that are in charge of this company have both succeeded as an affiliate. We started from the bottom. Josh, in his first network marketing company, didn't get a deal. They didn't even know who he was. He's 18 years old. He signed up and had no knowledge. He was bagging groceries. He was a grocery store bagger / chess player. That was what he got fired from his grocery job. He was going to school to be an accountant because he's real good at math. That's your CEO. He started from nothing. He didn't have big bones to get into My Daily Choice. He didn't have other investors and like wealth from family or anything like that. He started from nothing. And when he opened doors to his business, his closest friends doubted him and said, "We're not following you. You're 23 years old. There's no way we're going to follow you into this." And I almost said the same thing. However, I didn't. I said, okay, you know what? I'm going to try it one more time. That's it. One. And if it doesn't work, then I'm out. Because like I've not seen a company out there that I could truly stand behind. And he was feeling the same way. After he left his network marketing company, he toured all of them. He toured a ton of companies, and he realized like there's missing components in every company. Like it might have a great comp plan, but it doesn't have a good product. It may have a good product, but maybe a bad comp plan. Maybe the owners don't treat the leaders right. Or maybe, you know, there's just so many different things that go into a network marketing company. And he basically just took notes on what he wanted to build a blueprint for a company that he would want to join. So he decided there was nothing out there like it. So he was going to have to just build it. So he built My Daily Choice with that in mind. So that does separate us from the rest. I don't think there's anyone else out there that's done that. Like, I can't name one person. That's a CEO that did that. So that's where we come from. That's different. That's different. We weren't already rich people. We weren't. We were just like you. We were just like everybody else. And we decided to change our reality. So when we get on stage and we speak to you guys, it's coming from the heart. It's coming from truth. It's coming from, we believe you can do this because we did it too. And someday, some of you guys will have enough money to launch your own company too. And if you want to do that, you know, by all means, follow your dream. But we're in the business of empowering people, not trying to keep them down for profit. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we separate ourselves from the rest, for sure. Now, onto samples. I know there's some confusion about samples, so I'm just going to clear up some of that. When the sample funnel comes out, it's going to be a marketing page, just kind of like the pre-enrollee pages where they put in just brief information. That's going to cost them $9.95. Okay. If you're ordering samples through your back office, it's going to cost you $9.95 plus a couple bucks in shipping. The reason is because I asked Josh, I'm like, why is it different? Like, can we just make it the same? And he's like, well, here's his answer on that. It's cheaper if you go through the funnel because we're collecting a lead that we can then market to. we're getting their information, we're getting their email and their name so that we can keep emailing them so that our system will follow up. And because our system is so high converting, we trust we're going to get our money back. They're going to order. We know they're going to order, right? Now, if we give the samples to you guys directly, we don't know what you're going to do with it. We don't know if you're going to an event. We don't know if you're going to give them away for free. We don't know if that person's ever going to come back to us as a customer. So we do charge a little bit of shipping just to make sure we don't make bad financial decisions on the products, right? So we're covering that. Now, if you're having an event, you should order it from the back office because you can get 50, 25, whatever, and then take those with you to pass out. And we're going to change it a little bit. I made some requests on the sample, on the back page or the back behind the back of it. It's blank. We're going to add some designs to the back of it since we're not putting postage directly on the sample. So we're always improving things. You guys, we're in meetings like all the time just because we are trying to level up consistently with our game. We listen to you guys. I don't know if you've noticed, if you've been here for more than a few months. If you're brand new, then you'll see. But we do listen to you guys, and we do implement things that you ask for. We saw that you guys were doing samples, and we wanted to make that something that you could do in a compliant way. So another request that I made, which would be to get different flavors in the samples. So not just peppermint. So that may be coming down the pipe soon as well. Because I know some people want to try cinnamon and some people want to try peppermint. So I'm going to see if we can get those, the different ones in there. What else? So that covers that. Somebody asked recipes. How do you cook with this oil? How do you cook with cannabis? And this is going to sound bougie, but I'm just going to tell you, I'm allergic to everything. So we hired a chef because I don't even know what to eat. I'm allergic to chicken, spinach, normal stuff, melons, insane. So we did hire somebody to cook for us because I'm just pregnant and I need to eat food all the time. And I hate running around the house starving, not knowing what I can eat. No meat. I'm not eating meat anymore because every time I eat meat, I throw it up. So our chef, the reason I'm bringing this up, he was actually at our grand opening, or it wasn't a grand opening, open house this last Sunday serving the coffee. He made truffles and muffins and all kinds of stuff with our coffee and creamers. He makes me protein shakes with our creamer, the mocha. So there's so many different things you can use with these coffee products. You can put them in shakes, you can bake with them and all kinds of stuff. So I asked him if he could come out with a recipe of the week or something, recipe that we can share with people. So he said he would work on that and he would teach us how he cooks with cannabis because he's infusing a lot of the foods that we're eating with CBD oil. So I know there is concern. People are like, well, it can't get too hot because then it'll get ruined, right? And yes, so he's going to talk about that and the right temperature and all that kind of stuff. I'm going to try to get him to go live with me. Wouldn't that be cool? He's actually a former Marine. You don't say ex-Marine. They don't like that. You just say former Marine. And he's used to be a chef on an airplane. I don't know. He would just fly everywhere and be the chef back there. So anyway, he has really cool experience. He's flown all over the world, cooked for a lot of top name people. So we're going to try to get recipes from him directly. So he said he would do it. He also makes THC brownies and things like that. So if anyone wants those recipes, I may leak those as well. I'm just saying, some people may want those. Just throwing that out there. Don't judge me. Okay. What else? You guys asked truths versus myths. How do we separate all the misinformation out there? It's rampant, isn't it? Even in cannabis magazines, we buy them all because we're like, what are they saying now? I was actually flipping through a cannabis magazine and I saw the lady that did my hair. Her band was in there. I was like, what? She's famous? I didn't know that. But yeah, cannabis magazine. Even in these magazines, there's a lot of let's get clear on CBD. And we, HempWorks, we're so far ahead of the game that, like, literally there's so much misinformation. People don't know even what they're talking about when it comes to CBD. I've seen a lot of crazy stuff. People don't know the difference between hemp and marijuana. They're still confused. So let's just explain that, right? We have cannabis as a species, hemp, non-psychoactive, used for 25,000 plus products. It's $1 billion crop. That's what they said in the 1930s. It's $1 billion crop. It was banned because of the whole reefer madness thing because of marijuana. Hemp got a bad name because of marijuana. Marijuana should never got a bad name either. Again, it's a plant, okay? But there's misinformation because of that, because of the drug war. Don't get me started, you guys. I'll go off. I'll go rogue. I'm not going to do that today because I always get in trouble, so I'm not. But how do you know what the truth is? You just have to do your due diligence. Really, really look for the answers. It's hard because there's a lot of mixed information online. I can tell you that our geneticists and our chemists and our scientists that work with us at Jenna in Kentucky, they're like the smartest people that I've ever talked to. So I can tell you that when I'm putting out information about CBD, it's coming from them. It's not coming from an article in Forbes. It's not coming from a magazine. It's coming straight from the chemists and the formulators and the people that are extracting, the farmers, okay? It's coming straight from them. So our information comes straight from the farm. I can't say that about anyone else. And on Tuesday, we're going to Dallas, Texas to talk at a CBD symposium with, you guys know, Success Magazine. Okay, so with them, and we're going to talk about CBD and the CBD business. So check your sources. If people are talking about it, look at their background, because a lot of misinformation has started from competing industries. So back on that. A lot of people want to know if we're ever going to have a higher oil. So I can just say this. You can't compare our 750 to a 1,500 milligram isolate, because they're probably not showing you third-party test results. They're not showing you their certificate of analysis. They're not showing you their other ingredients. A lot of these say proprietary blend. It's not, a lot of times, because of the CBD marketing that's not being regulated yet necessarily. I mean, it's really not. People can put whatever they want. It might say 1,500 on the bottle, but I'm not believing any of that until I see a test that says that. That's why we put ours on there. We put ours on there because we don't want to argue about it. It's like, you want to go look for yourself, documentation, hempworks.com. Okay, do your research. Just because they say theirs are stronger doesn't mean it is. It may only just be CBD. It may only just be a small component of the plant, and then there's a lot of fillers. You're not really getting a stronger product. However, we do have a higher one available that is made the same way as our 500 and 750s. We have one that goes all the way up to 37,500 milligrams. It's 500 milligrams per dropper. If you want to get nauseous, take that one. I've taken it. It's very strong. That is an option, and Josh has said he likes that idea, but it has to fit in our comp plan. So the thing is it's very expensive to make. So ours is very expensive because we don't cut corners. We don't dilute it. We don't cut it in half and then put in other stuff. Ours is pure as can be. It's tens of thousands per kilo of this stuff, whereas most MLM products are 1,000 per kilo, right? So it's very, very expensive. And then we have to add a comp plan also in there as well. So we have to make sure that the price is right. There is a way to do it, though. There is a way to do it. And Josh done the math. So if you guys really, really want this, I'll see what I can do about convincing him to launch it. What do you guys think? Higher one? You guys want a higher one? Stronger? Okay. I'll take it to the man. That'll be my homework tonight. All right, moving on to hemp terms. You guys want to know the difference between extract, seed, and oil? I'm not a farmer, so I should bring the farmer on to talk about all this. But I do know a lot of these are interchangeably for the same thing. Hemp, seed, and oil often are together. You can buy hemp seeds at the grocery store. I have them in my kitchen. Funny, they all come from Canada. They all get imported here. We can, right? Anyway, I don't want to get into that. But hemp extract, some people are using that now instead of saying CBD because pharmaceutical company just launched a synthetic CBD and they're calling it CBD. So some people in the hemp industry are saying hemp extract. So these terms sometimes are interchangeable and sometimes aren't, but I don't want to tell you exactly because they keep changing. There was a time when phytocannabinoid was thrown around and then it wasn't, and then it was again. So I'm learning with you guys. I'm learning with the farm and the new regulations and the stuff that they're changing all the time. Speaking of which, I want to talk about the Hemp Roundtable, the U.S. Hemp Roundtable. If you missed this announcement at convention, I'll just go ahead and give you the brief overview on that. And so if you missed it, the president of Jenna, who also happens to be board of directors of the U.S. Hemp Roundtable, was at our convention, and his best quote that he said on stage was that they only work with one network marketing company, and that's HempWorks. That's it, us. We work with them, they work with us, we're best friends, okay? No other network marketing company that's selling CBD products has this. They do not have the exclusive partnership with the Hemp Roundtable, which is the largest hemp organization that's fighting the good fight. And I'm going to call it that. We're fighting the good fight. So it's one thing to buy CBD and then just to take it and then to do nothing with the information that you get from taking the product, from your experience. What we've done is a little bit different. So now you get to have an experience with the product. And now what we're going to do is set up donating so that you can monthly donate or one-time donate, whatever you want, to put towards these fights. You know, when, I'm just going to throw it out there, but when the FDA makes crazy rules about hemp, we have to do something about that. We can't just let them push us around. When pharmaceutical companies launch synthetic CBD, we want to fight against that, okay? We don't want that to be made available to people. We don't want anything that's harmful to be approved and supported while we're being banned. Like, that's crazy. So we're going to fight against that. We believe in freeing the leaf. We believe that plants should be allowed. Like, it's our birthright. Literally, CBD is our birthright, you guys. So we're fighting for that. Because as you've seen, some states don't quite understand it. They don't understand it. They could be going after drug overdoses. They could be going after alcoholics on the road. They could be going after all these things. Why they're freaked out about CBD? You should do your research on why that would be. But it's our job to help support these states. And how we do that is by funding the U.S. Hemp Roundtable, because they fight the legislation for CBD and hemp. They fight that legislation for us. And if we say, hey, Alabama needs your support, what they do is they blast it out to their network and say, we need to write the senators, we need to write the people that are in charge that are making these mistakes. And then they gather all the signatures and petitions, and it goes straight to the senator's email. He checks that first thing in the morning and gets 23-something thousand emails. And guess what? His agenda for the day has changed, and now legislation happens. So that's what they do. And not only that, you guys, they're undefeated in every single state that they've gone in. They're undefeated in every state that they've gone in to push legislation to free hemp. Because they don't have a good argument when it comes down to it. If you put us in a law courthouse, right? If you put them, we have the better story. We have a bigger fight here. So we need money to be able to fund that. And HempWorks is the only network marketing company. We're the only CBD company, really, that has donated such significant amount of money that we are making a pledge to continue to donate that on a monthly basis so that this war can be won once and for all. We're making history. We're making history. So it's a crazy, crazy thing. But the button in your back office is already done. But now it's just a matter of connecting the final pieces, and then that's going to be made available. And Travis says, can we have a donate like 1 to 5 per month from our pay to the Hemp Roundtable? That is what we are working on. We want to have it kind of like a roundup when you do your auto ship. So they're working on programming that right now. There's a lot of things that we're making last minute updates and changes, but that is what's going to be happening. So that too, on the front face, when people check out on our main website, they'll be able to donate as well. But we want to have that picture of us giving the check. We want to have an explanation about who the Hemp Roundtable is, so that when people do donate, they know that it's going to a good cause. So yes, we are. I was like freaking out a couple days before convention, you guys. And I was thinking, like, I don't want to just go on stage and sell hemp works. Like, I don't want to just sell commission and CBD. Like, we need to tell people that we are in this fight with them. They need to know that we are changing legislation. We're changing laws. We're changing the entire world right now. And so Josh said, okay, we're going to bring them out to convention and have them explain what's happening behind the scenes. So now you guys get to be a part of it too. And just, it gives me like goosebumps thinking about it. So I'm so excited for that. Anyway, lastly, and yeah, because I have a lot of random topics. This is the most random chat ever. Sorry, guys. What else? Did you guys say? Engagement on social media. I think it's different for everybody. I can just touch on a couple things really quickly. Engagement on social media. I will tell you what I didn't do that maybe works for some people. I don't know. I never sold out. I never became somebody else. I never decided I was going to dress differently now that I had money. I didn't flash my lifestyle. You know, like there's a picture of my car, I guess, like one or two. You know, I just stayed true to myself, and I think people respect that a lot. So I encourage you guys to stay true to who you are. Now go on a journey though. Like if you need to change something in your life, let your following know that you're going to go on a journey and invite them to join you on that journey. Because if you followed me from 2014 to today, you followed many different people. Because I wasn't the same person I was last week, and I wasn't the same person I was the week before that, and certainly not the year before that. In 2014, I was posting negative statuses, even with the launch of MDC. Hard to believe, right? I post way too much stuff about things that were irrelevant to either company growth or true to my even self. It was like my own struggles I was just putting on the internet, like hoping somebody was going to feel bad for me. Like completely different. And I had no engagement when I was like that. But what I noticed is when I started my personal development journey, I started implementing that into my marketing. I stopped talking about products I was selling, and I started talking about the changes I was making in my life. That's when people started listening. So anyone can do that. You don't have to be a 6 or 7 figure earner to have people watch your Facebook. People were watching me before that because I'm weird. Like, just be weird too, you know? Everyone is weird in their own way. But most people are just afraid to like let it out. You don't have to be afraid because people relate to it. People dig it, you know? So stay true to yourself unless it's like you're a negative Nancy, then you need to start changing yourself. And then I invite you to go on your journey where you can document that with somebody else. And also, the second thing I did is I deleted all my haters. I deleted all of them. Now, some of them did give me a really good engagement. However, I decided it wasn't worth my time anymore. So I deleted anybody that was negative, anybody that doubted me, anybody that gave me any kind of crap about what I was doing and what I wanted to do. So I got rid of that. I removed it from my consciousness. And I just started connecting with new people all the time. I added new people. If I liked the things you said about yourself in your bio, I would add you. And I was just constantly sorting through my list. You know, and if you're in network marketing, your list, that's how you print money. Okay? Your list is how you print money. And not just because of the product that you're selling, but if you ever want to write a book someday, if you ever want to do your own training someday, your list is the lifeblood of your business. And if you don't have your list written down, or you don't have a spreadsheet or an actual list, old school network marketers do. They have an entire Rolodex. They maintain those relationships because it's a relationship marketing business. Most of us, our list is just our friends on our Facebook. Have you really took inventory of that list? When's the last time you went to your Facebook page on your friends section and just stared at your friends and decided, do I know you? Do I not know you? How many friends do we have on our page we don't know? Probably a lot, because that's how social media works. So you need to get to know the people that are in your friends list. And if you don't like them, or something bothers you about what they're posting, or there's weird vibes with the person, delete them. I've deleted family members, or I've blocked them from my posts. I'll post something and I'll leave them out. Like, you don't have to have sympathy friends, because that one person that creates negativity in your life could mean the difference between success and failure, because it might be the one voice you're actually listening to. So take inventory of that list and spend time there. That's what I've done. I do that all the time. I look for people that I don't want to connect with, purposely ban them, and I invite people I want to connect with. And I also ask my friends for referrals. Who do you know that, who's the craziest person you know that hates their job, that's like kind of cool with cannabis and wants to look at network marketing? Because if you look for that person's going to be your 6-figure income earner, probably, like under your team, if you look for that person. So connect with people that you think would be amazing for your business, and also in a relationship, because remember, you have to do leadership cruises with them. You got to go on a vacation with them. So you can be picky. You don't have to invite everybody to be your friend. You want to target your list as much as you can, because if you do that, then whatever you say naturally is going to resonate with them, because you guys already have all that in common. So I'm going to leave it at that. If you guys have other questions for me, leave it in the comments. I'm happy to do these lives. I can go live every day or once a week or whatever. I'm here to support you guys. So I have learned a lot in these last 13 years. I learned a lot from other people, mostly. I've learned a lot from my own mistakes. So whatever you guys want to talk about or have questions on, I'm not saying I'm a guru. I'm not a guru. I'm just somebody that's been through a lot. I'm just somebody that reads a lot. So I'm here to help you guys, whatever you need. So thank you for hopping on, and I will see you guys, I don't know, maybe tomorrow. I'll see you in my next video. Bye, guys.